Hello，大家好。今堂我哋將會開始用兩課教 cyberbullying，探討網絡欺凌呢個話題。On the social issue of cyberbullying, 1. In HKDE paper 1 to 4, cyberbullying is a very common exam topic. Even SBA on learning English through social issues can test students in this topic too. So let's begin. Victim and bullies. 1. Victims reported receiving threatening or aggressive emails or instant messages. 2. Bullies can pose as someone else on the internet. Vocabulary. In the table below on the left are the vocabularies. On the right are the descriptions. Try to match the vocabulary on the left with the descriptions on the right. Press pause now, and when you're ready, please press play again. So let's see which definition matches which vocabulary. Bully. To use power to frighten or harm those who are weaker. Hurt. Cause mental pain or physical injury to a person. Embarrass. To make somebody feel shy, awkward, or ashamed, especially in a social situation. Defame. To harm somebody by saying or writing bad or false information about them. Ridicule. To make somebody look silly by laughing at them in an unkind way. Harass. To annoy or worry somebody by doing unpleasant things to them repeatedly. Intimidate. To frighten or threaten somebody so that they will do what you want. Coerce. To force somebody to do something by using threats. Read the following article. High-tech harassment. Cyberbullying is like a virus weakening the morality of local students. The Hong Kong Family Welfare Society recently conducted a survey to investigate the extent of the problem of cyberbullying in the hope that youngsters can say no to this form of intimidation. Uploading a video onto a video hosting site, such as YouTube, an act which can cause great discomfort to someone, or putting up photos on discussion forums, and then leaving hurtful messages are nothing new. But if the subject of the videos or photos feels upset about it, he or she has experienced cyberbullying. According to Elvis Ho Hei, a registered social worker at the Hong Kong Family Welfare Society, one common example of bullying is putting up harassing messages on discussion forums and social networking websites such as Facebook or Twitter. Another method is uploading a victim's photos with some nasty messages added alongside them. In some cases, the victim's photos are altered to hurt the victim even more. Said that these two types are the most frequent methods of cyberbullying. The third type is posting messages that equate to sexual harassment or threat of violence. These bullies will be breaking the law if they could actually do harm to the victim. Added that prolonged cyberbullying can lead to greater anxiety and depression. Some victims can even become too afraid to meet people or go online. In the most extreme cases, bullied teens are afraid of going to school because they are too scared to meet classmates responsible for making their lives a misery. There are reasons why cyberbullying occurs. In general, there is no malicious intent, said. People do cyberbullying because they think it makes them look good. Some do it simply to copy others. Even if some students log on to Facebook and click the like button of a photo or video, that does harm to a victim. We define these participating students not as observers, but bullies. To tackle the problem, suggests that students should respect the feelings of other people when disseminating messages, photos, and videos on the internet. Wants to spread the message of peace among students and being responsible when using the internet. He adds that cyberbullying is a problem that can seriously affect the proper growth of youngsters. Parents and schools should join hands to combat this problem by instilling proper moral values into students. Vocabulary. Now try to scroll back to the video before and find the words that correspond to the descriptions on the right. The answers are 1. Alter, 改变, to change something, usually slightly, or to cause the characteristics of something to change. 2. Equate, 齊當, to consider one thing to be the same as or equal to another thing. misery, 痛苦, great unhappiness. 4. Disseminate, 推广, to spread or give out something, especially news, information, ideas, etc., to a lot of people. 5. Combat, 进道, to try to stop something unpleasant or harmful from happening or increasing. 6. Instill, 灌输, to put a feeling, idea, or principle gradually into someone's mind so that it has a strong influence on the way they think or behave. Long questions. Try to answer the questions below from the paragraph above. 1. What can parents and schools do to combat cyberbullying? 2. What kind of harm does prolonged cyberbullying cause? 3. What are the 3 types of cyberbullying according to Please find the answers below. 1. What can parents and schools do to combat cyberbullying? Parents and schools should join hands to combat this problem by instilling proper moral values into students. 2. What kind of harm does prolonged cyberbullying cause? It can lead to greater anxiety and depression. Some victims can even become too afraid to meet people or go online. 3. What are the 3 types of cyberbullying, according to Putting up harassing messages on discussion forums and social networking websites such as Facebook or Twitter. Another method is uploading a victim's photos with some nasty messages added alongside them. The 3rd type is posting messages that equate to sexual harassment or threat of violence. According to in paragraph 3 to 8, which of the following actions are considered cyberbullying? Action 1. Simply putting a photo from school picnic on Facebook. Is it considered cyberbullying? Why or why not? No, it is not considered as cyberbullying as there isn't any nasty message added alongside the photo. Action 2. Capture a photo of your classmate, claiming that you will beat him up after school next to the photo. Is it considered cyberbullying? Why or why not? Yes, it is considered cyberbullying because it has messages that hints on threats of violence. Action 3. Your classmates have posted an unpleasant message on Facebook to threaten the other classmates. You click the like button. Is it considered as cyberbullying? Why or why not? Yes, it is considered cyberbullying because it does harm to a victim. We define these participating students not as observers, but as bullies. Exercise. Complete the following by filling in the blanks with the following words. Embarrassed, disseminate, offensive, victims. Please find the answers below. 1. The victims of cyberbullying are often afraid to meet people. 2. Cyberbullying happens if people have uploaded something on the internet about a person that makes him feel embarrassed. 3. Copying offensive messages from the others is not an act of cyberbullying. 4. Some children and teens deliberately use digital media to disseminate false, embarrassing, or just plain mean messages or pictures about a person to others in their Facebook.